Welcome to Chris and Laura. Today we are going to make a Texas sheet cake. It's a cake that I have made many times. Everybody really loves it. It's a very good cake. Very good. So we are going to make that. My oven does not fit the regular sheet cake pan. You know, it's pretty big. It's like 15.5 by 10.5, I think, for the size of the pan. And my oven will not fit that. So I'm going to make it in 2 pans. And it'll come out just fine. But just know you can make it on a 15.5 by 10.5 inch pan. Sheet pan. So we're going to get started now. First, you need a pot on the range top. We're going to put a stick of butter in there. And then we're going to do 1 cup of water. And then I've got 4 tablespoons of baking cocoa. Okay, we're going to turn on a low heat. And you're just going to keep stirring that and mixing in that cocoa powder. Let the butter melt. Just keep mixing everything together real good. And we will keep an eye on that while we get the other ingredients ready. That'll take a few minutes, melting that butter. So in the meantime, while that's melting, we have a medium-sized bowl here. We are going to add to that 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and we'll do a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon. Now we'll mix that all up together really good. I've done it without the cinnamon in it also, and it's good, but it's really good with that cinnamon. Just want to make sure that's all mixed up together really good. Okay, so our butter is all melted now, but we're going to let that come to a little bit of a boil, and then we'll shut it off. Alright, we've got a boil going, so we're going to shut that off. I'm going to bring the pot over to our bowl. We're going to dump the hot liquid into the bowl of flour. Be careful, it's really hot. Okay. Set that over there. Now we'll get our whisk. We're going to mix that up together really good. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up really good with the hand mixer real quick. Okay, so that's got it mixed up pretty well. Now we are going to add, half a cup of sour cream. We're going to mix that in. Alright, so now that sour cream has cooled down your mixture enough from it boiling on the stovetop, so you should be able to add your eggs now. We've got 2 eggs, just beaten a little bit. We'll add those in. Okay, so now we're going to mix the egg in. Alright, now we're going to scrape down these sides. I'm going to get this out of the way. Alright, we'll scrape down the sides. And make sure everything's all mixed together good. Nothing's stuck on the bottom or anything. It has to be a nice smooth texture here. Okay, so we've got our pans ready. Remember, this is actually a sheet cake. It's supposed to fit on a 15.5 by 10.5 inch sheet pan. My oven's not big enough, so I'm going to put it in 2 different pans. These are 11 by 9s. That's what I'm going to put it in. It'll poof up a little bit extra, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with extra chocolate cake. So we're going to try to dump this out evenly between the two. Alright, then we'll spread it around here. Alright, so we got both of our cake pans filled with the cake mix. So we're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes until the toothpick test, insert the toothpick in the center, and if it comes out clean, they're done. But it's usually about 25 minutes. So we will put these into the oven and see how level the camper is, and then we'll be back. So we'll see you in a few minutes. So we're going to let those cakes cool down now, and in the meantime, we are going to make the icing that goes over the top of those. So I will show you how to do that. So we've got another pot on the stove here. We are going to take a stick of butter, a 1/3 cup milk, and 4 tablespoons of baking cocoa. We're going to put that on low heat. And just like before, we'll mix it up and let the butter melt. But this has milk in it, so you need to make sure you keep it kind of a constant stir, because otherwise it'll get real thick and clumpy and it won't be good. You'll have to throw it away and start over. Okay, so we will just keep this stirring. Just want to make sure you get all that cocoa mixed into that milk really well. Alright, we'll let that hang out for a second. In this bowl here, we're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Now we are going to dump this chocolate mixture into the powdered sugar. So over there, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla in here. Just a quick mix. I'm going to use my hand mixer again, just to make sure it gets nice and smooth. That powdered sugar can clump up pretty good. Alright, make sure we got everything mixed together really well. There is our icing. Alright, so now we're going to set this off to the side. Need to give those cakes about 10 minutes to cool down, and then we'll dump this over there. We've got a few more minutes left, so we'll get everything ready and we'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes for the cool down on these cakes. So we're going to go ahead and put our icing over the top. You just want to drizzle it all over. Right. So I think we got it evenly distributed. Kind of break the sides up a little bit so it can go down in there. Alright, now I put Heath toffee bits on the top of it. It's pretty good. just sprinkle them all over there. And this icing does harden up, so if you want to sprinkle something on the top here like I am, you'll want to do it right away. Otherwise it won't stay. Alright, here's your Texas sheet cake. We're going to let it finish cooling down a little bit before we cut into it, so we will be back in just a little bit when it's nice and cool so we can see what it looks like, give it a taste. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Alright, here is our Texas sheet cake. I'm going to cut into it here. That is so crooked. There's our Texas sheet cake. So I'll put the recipe down below. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you make this and try it. It's really, really good. So, alright. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.